Hey y'all, this is RJ with Thomas Rose Outdoors. I'm here to show you my camping gear and to just go through each piece of equipment, show you what I got, review it here, and then later we'll do another video of me using it in the field. It's a Preself tent from Amazon. On the tent itself, it says it's a, where's it at? It says it's a mountain cattle camping tent, but that wasn't listed on Amazon. It was listed on Amazon as a Preself tent. I paid $90. I've seen it for I've seen as low as $75, and recently it was up to $120. So you just have to keep an eye on prices. And this is my stove. I bought the Lux stove. Usually try to go pretty cheap, but on things, trying to test things out cheaply and see how well they work. But I wanted to get a good stove, so I went with this Lux stove. We'll see how she works. Here's the inside. I got my tarp, my sleeping bag set up there, just to try it out and see how much room is actually in the tent. There's the inside of the stove there, and here in a second I'm going to try starting a fire and we'll go from there. I got my fire started in there, going a little bit, just a little fire, just trying to test her out, see how she does. But here we are in the Preself tent, or mountain cattle camping tent here. And there's actually quite a bit. It's a 3-person tent. With having the stove in it, you're going to want just 2 people, but there's enough for 2 people to sleep comfortably in here with some gear stashed. The tent weighs about 4 pounds. I believe it's just right at 4 pounds. It's pretty light. With the stove and my tent, my pack, everything except for food and water, I'm at 34 pounds with my pack. So it'll be a good it'll be enough weight for me I'll have enough weight to extra room for food and water. But this thing's pretty cozy. The fire's going pretty good now. Here we are. That was one of the things I was worried about when I got this tent, was there was going to be too much smoke coming out of because it just kind of comes together. I'll do another video here a little bit putting the stove together, but I was worried that since it just kind of comes together, there's no seals or anything on it. I thought maybe it'd smoke a lot more than it is, but it's doing pretty good. There's not a lot of smoke coming out of there. As long as you have that damper, the little damper here, if it's left open, if it's left closed, then you're gonna have more smoke. But so there's a damper in the spark arrestor, and this chimney just goes up out of the tent and works pretty good. It's got just a little bit of sticks in there, but I'm feeling the heat here. Really warming up. It's about 60 degrees outside right now, so not too cold, but just trying this out. And warms this place up pretty good. And like I said, there's only a few sticks in there, and fire's pretty raging in there. Pretty impressed with this little stove. Costs a pretty penny, but it's definitely worth it for hunting, backpacking and hunting, being in the cold in the mountains. Definitely worth having. It's getting a little dark, so I'm gonna call it a night, but I'm pretty impressed with this little tent. It's doing pretty good in the wind. It's been windy today. Impressed with the stove. So hopefully we can get some more videos up and be out in the field hiking around and seeing some of the outdoors. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.